For Tasawwuf, you need a shaykh. So the Sufi way or Tasawwuf, you need a shaykh for this. You need a spiritual guide. Tasawwuf, the Sufi mysticism, is not meant to be studied by yourself. It is not designed to be studied by yourself. It is designed to be applied by the shaykh for you, given where you are on your journey. So you have in Hadith Jibril, you have Islam, Iman, Ihsan. Okay? Someone who has Islam is a Muslim. Someone who has Iman is a Mu'min. Mu'min is a true believer. Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu, like the Quran says. Okay? Someone who has Ihsan is a Muhsin. Like Quran says, verily Allah loves the Muhsinun. So if you are a Muhsin, someone has Ihsan, you are beloved of Allah. Okay? So Islam, you can study without a shaykh. Iman, you can study without a shaykh. But Ihsan, you cannot study it without a shaykh. So the Sufi way, Ihsan, Tasawwuf, which is the knowledge of Ihsan, you need a shaykh for this. Even Islam and Iman, you need if you want to do it correctly, you study Islam also with a shaykh and Iman with shaykh, because you're not supposed to study this way of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam by yourself. That's not how it works. Then your ego, your nafs, the self, is gonna apply these teaching however you want it, but it will not be according to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the shaykh's role, even if you study Islam like fiqh, Maliki fiqh, Hanifi fiqh, you study fiqh with a shaykh, because the shaykh is gonna see how you practice for example, the wudu and so on, and then the shaykh, he can tell you, no, don't do like that. You have to do it like this with your hands. Or then we'll say, yeah, you're overdoing it. Relax a little bit more when you are doing the salat. Relax, have tumanina. You understand? He will see how you are praying, and so then he can teach you, no, stand, do like me. And then he show you. In this way, the shaykh of fiqh, he will teach you how to apply it. In the same way, the tasawwuf teaching, it is to be applied in your life. So it has a certain application. And if there's one thing you have to learn, is very different studying books on tasawwuf and knowing how this knowledge is applied in your life, in where you are right now in your life. Think about your life. You have problems. Have you studied? You're in university, not in university? Not, you're searching for a job, you're looking for a job? Or you're in high school, you're not finished high school yet. How are your grades? They are like this. How's your relationship with your parents? Like this. You see, tasawwuf is what to do in your life. So how can I improve my grades? Is that what I want? And yeah, if you would go to Tijani Tariqa, you will be very encouraged in a positive way to study, and so that's good. You study, that's good, okay? To be a good citizen, you work. Where do you work? Okay, you're an engineer, that's very good. You're a doctor, that's very good. You're a construction worker, that's very good. You clean, that's very good. Working is very good. Something you will learn if you would have a shaykh in tariqah. Because it is you're contributing to the benefit of many people. Being a criminal is not good at all. It is sinning. So you're doing good deeds by working, like an engineer in banks or economics, these things, because you're contributing to society. You're making it better for many people. So there's a difference between application and reading it from theory. And that's why you see these Sharia police, which is basically young people who try to learn Sharia on their own, but they don't have even a shaykh of Islamic law. So they walk around like idiots and policing other people. That's because they don't have a shaykh even in that. So they don't know how to apply the teaching, because you're definitely, that's not your role at all. You're an idiot. You're a headless chicken who run around and follow your nafs. So this is it. Because tasawwuf is not an ilm, a knowledge that is supposed to be sort of rationalized and you study it yourself. Is to purify yourself and reach Allah. On that journey, you're given certain amounts of knowledge by your shaykh which you need in your situation to help your own transformation. So this is it. And then you will really, really know the hadiths and how they are intended to be used and how the Islamic teachings really are intended to be used. So Islam is going to get a flavor to you that it never had before. That is, this is it. So Tasawwuf and Islam are related like this. Tasawwuf is the inner reality of Islam. So Islam and Tasawwuf are two sides of the same coin. So Islam is the Zahir and Tasawwuf is the Batin. Islam is the manifestation of Tasawwuf and Tasawwuf is the spirit of Islam. Do you understand? Tasawwuf is the inner reality, the spirit of Islam, and Islam is how Tasawwuf manifests. So in Prophet, you have both. You have Islam and Tasawwuf. You have the Zahir wa Batin. So therefore, you always need the form and the essence. You need both of them. Like Imam Malik said, if you take away the Tasawwuf, it will be hypocritical. So any group that want to remove Tasawwuf from Islam, they are removing the spirit of all of the deeds and all of the Sharia. That means that they are hypocritical. They are hypocrites. They are munafiq because they intend something else with that. They want to use Islam for some other purpose than the purpose that it is intended by Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. Because Tasawwuf, as the spirit of Islam, is the intention of Islam. So, okay, you go and do your salat, yada, yada, yada. But the why, the intention, what you really mean to achieve by the salat, that's the tasawwuf. You understand? So all of the laws, like the intention of it is the tasawwuf. Oh, you are not supposed to drink. Yeah, but why do the prophets say that you should abstain from these intoxicants? How are they damaging to your spirit? And that spiritual essence, that's the tasawwuf. You understand? So when you remove the tasawwuf from Islam, people who do that have another intention. They want to use Islam for something other than Prophet Muhammad ﷺ intended. So they are looking for power and status and control over Muslims. So anyone who wants to remove tasawwuf from Islam is essentially remove the intention, the spiritual reality of all of these practices in Islam. So they are intending something else. They are intending to use those same practices for something else. So, and all of these things, what I'm saying right now, you can only learn them. I learned them directly from my shaykh, without him even telling it to me. You understand? It's just the way he applies. I see how he applies hadith in my life. I just see that this is the reality. So Islam and Tasawwuf are coins of the same. It's just the inner and the outer, but it's one coin. It's just you are looking at the spiritual essence, that's tasawwuf. You're looking at the form, that's the Islam, the fiqh, the Sharia. So it's just the same thing. And if you remove the spiritual essence, the tasawwuf, then that it means you are not sincere. You have another intention, and insincerity is nifaq, is hypocrisy. So you're a munafiq and you're looking to do something else with it. But for you to really learn this way of Sharia, tariqah, haqiqah, ma'rifah, of the Sufi, you need a shaykh that you just need a shaykh. It's extremely important. It's very spiritually significant to have a shaykh. Like very, very, it's here and here. That's the difference between not having a shaykh and having a shaykh. So this channel essentially is for murids who have taken bay'ah with one shaykh who is connected to Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. Either Tijani or another tariq like Nashbandi, Qadri, Muridi. This is a channel for murids. Maybe their sheikh does not have time to give all these kinds of teaching, so you come and stop by briefly in this channel, and it can help you on your tariqah. That's the intention. Or for people who have not taken bay'ah yet, but will do it in the future. So they are people who are destined for tariqah, maybe not now, but 1 month, 1 year, 10-year time. Or maybe other people from other traditions who want to heal, they stop by briefly and then they turn on. But this channel is not intended for people who don't have Sufi initiation and will never take it and are not sort of in any way affiliated to Sufis or something like that. But it's a waste of time. Bay'ah is also an evidence that you are serious on your path. Because when you take bay'ah, you are physically manifesting the intention, the real intention that you want to know yourself. Because a lot of people talk that they want to know themselves, but in reality they don't. But for that to be true, you have to take bay'ah, and that's the manifestation of it, and the inner intention that you want to know yourself. So you have this union between the outer and the inner, which is very important, which is very important. So the bayah is the manifestation that you truly inside of your heart want to know yourself, and it's not just talk. You're not a serious person, kind of. Hopefully this is helpful. Leave comments below. If you're a toxic Sharia police, you'll be blocked. Assalamu alaikum.